Hello, it's time for joke. Let's have some fun. Let's smart a little bit. Let's see how we can show more whiting. Well, I will go back to a life in those days when I first came to Europe. Well, I found myself in Germany, and it results that I have to speak German so as to look for job. But it was so funny. I could only learn one or two languages in order to enter into some Habertheim, Zeitarbeiter. Well, there I learned Good Morgen, I learned Ich gucken arbeiten, wie heißt du, what's your name? And the funny part of it was trying to remember the word that I have to say that I'm looking for job. So it's like you have to start dancing and singing the music of I am looking for job from the time you leave your house. So it's like ich suchen arbeiten, ich suchen arbeiten, ich suchen arbeiten, ich suchen arbeiten. When you get to the place and the if it's a woman, she says, what do you want? That's the kuchen. And you will now want to say, can you speak English? And you say, this is Deutschland, you must speak Dutch. And then you will have to remember, ich kochen arbeiten. And when she starts asking other things, okay, well, I can understand what is your name. So the rest will be like, I don't understand nothing. And it will like, ich kochen arbeiten. And the woman will start telling you that what kind of job are you looking for? Cyber marking. And you start imagining all kinds of things that come to your brain and the anxiety to get that job at all means, so that especially when you remember owó oníyọ̀ and you say, oh, Naija mi ò dá nísìnyí o, because if they could call police, you don't have a paper and anything can happen. So the most interesting part is ich gucken arbeiten, ich gucken arbeiten, ich gucken arbeiten. And that was how many people get job. It was so funny and very interesting experiences in those days. I also remember the time that I have to ride into a train without having a ticket. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. I was in the train. I knew I didn't have ticket. It's one of those fine stuff in those days when you don't have paper, it's so many people were in that shit before. And the faculty just entered and he said, faculty, and I don't have. Then I started speaking in Yoruba. Èkó mi ò mà dá lásìkò yìí ọmọ gbàjẹ́ lọ́la o. And many people, some of them Yoruba guys that were in the train also didn't have ticket, and they say, tí wọ́n bá ti gbé ẹ wọ́n ti gbé òun náà o, tán bá ti gbé òun náà wọ́n sọ òun ṣe kò àgbàjẹ́ lọ́la. No Dutch mark on my voice. No money to where transport. Where are we going to start from? Hey, let's go on praying. These are funny, interesting experiences that we went through in those days, and it's really God. You will see that in most of the things that we've gone through, it's just God. Or do you want to talk about the situation that you have to go and look for a job, you don't have a paper, and also you have a kind of a photocopy of another person's paper? And at the end of the day, then I ask you, what is your name? You've already crammed all the names all night because it's not your paper. And after a while, you say, my name ish ish German Wale ish I am is and later the name comes in. Then you can finally pronounce. And how old are you? What are the ways that the criminal police will try to get you that you are not the owner of your papers? First thing, you must remember your name. Secondly, you must know how old you are. Thirdly, you must know where you're living. But when it is not yours, it's difficult to say. So one day, I was taken by a police, and I was like, yes, where are we going now? He said, we are going to Nigeria. I said, I am not ready for Nigeria now. He said, we are going for Nigeria. I said, I'm serious. I'm not going to Nigeria now. He said, why? Because I'm not ready for it. And he said, well, that will determine your case with the lawyer. I said, okay, get me fixed to the lawyer. My lawyer was a very good lawyer, very nice lady. I just spoke all the broken English with her, and she get the message. And the lawyer said, she just left from my side, you can release her. And that was how we left. So you see a lot of things happening in all over the world when there is no paper. It's not the point of like you want to come to Europe that really matters. Many people get visa every day, but you don't have to. You have to still consider the years, the months when you will have the papers. It's not when people see people taking things back home, but the years count. So many experiences. It takes a whole time to understand that coming to Europe does not really mean that you have a paper. It means that you have to study their language. It means that you have to work. It means that you have to do your paper. It means that you have to do some certain things before you arrive. So it's all a process. Now let's come back to our joking time. The joking time now. I had in I read in one of my big uncle's paper. He said, and a Spanish man got located into a into a forest. He found himself in a forest. We call forest in Spanish safari. And in this safari, it is full of tiger. So he saw the tiger man. He saw the tiger there. The tiger was so hungry. When the tiger saw him, he was so happy because he's been hungry. And so the man knelt down and was like praying to God, please God, don't let this tiger touch me. Please help me, help me, help me, with tears in his eyes. And also the tiger to act smart too. He acts smart, and he knelt down as well and was like on the position of praying too. So now the man now opens his eyes with one eye open, one eye closed, and say, and you, what are you doing? Talking to the lion. The lion said, yes, whenever you want to eat, what do? You pray to God, thanking God for giving you food. And the man says, oh, and who is the food? The tiger said, you, of course. Then he started making pee pee. Also, let's go on. I learned also, I read on Facebook on one of the big uncle's papers, joking script. He said there was this kind of 80-year-old woman with her husband, 90 years old woman, man. They were having a kind of sex. As the woman wanted to start having sex with the husband, he tried to starts sucking the woman starts sucking the man starts sucking the woman's milk breast, and all of a sudden the man had an heart attack and he died. When he died, they have to perform some optimal optimal, and this reads that the woman milk is cado. That means the breast milk of the woman is cado, and that makes the man to die of heart attack. Oh yeah. I can also remember a woman told her husband also, that was another joke, that hello, the door from the kitchen is spoiled. The man came back from the work in the afternoon. He was so tired, and the wife called, honey, the door from the wife, the door from the kitchen got spoiled. And the man said, oh, who told you that I'm a carpenter? Go and fix it. The woman came the next day and said, honey, the tap is not running. What do you think we can do to it? Can you please, when you have time, check and let's see how we can get it fixed? The man said, who told you I'm a plumber? So the third day, the woman never bothers the man. She got everything fixed. So the man came home early in the intention of trying to come and repair the door of the kitchen and the tap. But at the end of the day, he met a surprise. When he got there, he said, where is the thief of the kitchen door that was spoiled and the tap that was not running? The woman said, oh, thank you, darling. Luckily enough today, I spoke with the neighbor, and the next door neighbor, didn't even ask for money. He said he helped us to fix it, and he said, and how much did he ask for? He said he didn't ask for money, he only asked for one-time sex. And the man was like, ah, but the other time I helped the wife to fix the distance. What did it? I didn't even ask anything from her. Then the wife said, you better go and ask for sex for what you have done, because you pushed me to do it. Isn't that funny? There are so many funny things on there. We just want to have some fun and just make ourselves funny and enjoy the time. It's just a matter of being kind, being good, and being happy. Are you ever happy? Do you ever think of being happy at all? Mm.
I don't want to enter.